Well, what do we have here? 2 streams in one day. I've washed my hair. Getting it cut tomorrow. It's not looking too hot. I'm back. Yesterday I finished the stream. It was a long one yesterday, like 7 hours. And then after like having a bit of food, I kind of came back to play actually a bit of Balotra off stream. And today I played Gwent. I played a bit of Balotra at 8. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to play some more Gwent. And I thought about playing off stream. And then I was like, I'm not going to do that. Why not just fire up the stream, even if it's for just a couple hours? We played this clog deck and I really liked it. It just wasn't quite there. It was almost good. And I've been thinking about it a bit. And I think what we need to try and do to have any hope in saving this deck, because it's almost good. It felt like it's just a few % away. I think it's small margins with a deck like this. What we need to try and do with it is add more clog. So what we ended up, like, for example, when we were building the deck initially, we looked at some of the other clog cards that we could play, right? So there's False Siri, for example. False Siri. I feel like False Siri is quite an interesting card in general because it's actually a really good card to clog into our opponent's side of the board, right? Like, isn't this a really good card to clog them with? I was thinking about that as well. False Siri is a clog card because it can play coated weapons. Obviously, the concern is if I don't play cards which can buff it up, it's going to be stuck on my opponent's side of the board. But it's a clog card, and it's only costing 7. There's also the teleportations, which clog, and importantly, it clogs the top. Like, I have the toxicologists, which are really cool and perform quite well, but they don't clog the top, they clog the bottom. Similarly, we don't play Triss Telekinesis, which could be an extra clog. So that right there, Triss, and we don't play Cynthia. We cut the Cynthia towards the end. So with Cynthia, with Triss, with Siri, and with teleportations, that's 4, 5, 6. Wait. 4, 5, 6. It's like 7 extra clogs. So while this version we had was good, we looked at the NECA version. I'm pretty much completely unconvinced by that working. We could still look at that. The Golden NECA could still be an idea that I don't completely eliminate from discussions. But I have to say, I like the battle stations. I like the Quen, the Menno. Let's not put the battle stations in immediately because there is a small chance it's a there is a very small chance it's a false Siri, a Golden Echo deck, right? You just cut the Sunset Wanderers and the battle stations. So let's try and put more. If we're saying the deck has to play more clog, let's put the clog in first. There's also Dwimvendra, right? Which we don't play, which could also be more clog. Like, there's actually a lot of extra cards which can clog, which we weren't playing. And I think that's important to recognize that we could... Like, I like the concept of just playing Kolgrim on its own, and I like the thinning nature of the deck. Like, the Quen perform well, the Geralt Pro perform well. I think the Warret was good. Like, I think you need Warret for this deck to work. But we cut Cynthia at one point. I think you need her. I think you just need as much clog on top of the deck as possible. Because that's just giving us a little bit of something, right? If we can go completely turbo mode with the clog round one and just about win the round, it doesn't really matter if we win down multiple cards necessarily. Now, the Golden Necker idea is a bit weird because you might think we want Defender, but we actually remove the Defender entirely from the deck. So there's a very real world that we could play Golden Necker as well. Golden Necker, Siri, Quen. Like, the Ring of Favor performed quite well, I will say also. So there's a lot of things we could do. We want the coated weapons. Searching old VODs of Kolgrim. Let's go. I played it earlier. And had a lot of fun. So I thought I'd come back for some more. Because I was thinking about just trying to make it work. I think teleportations I've decided are a must. On the Viper Witches. A little bit niche. We're going to have some bad top decks. But I think also, like, Vicavora Novices are quite good. I mean, they might not be a must. But I think the teleportations I'm leaning towards being the way to go. You certainly want Mage Assassins. I was also thinking about maybe, like, the Viper Witcher Adepts being a better engine. Like, there's a lot of good... Like, the Toxicologists, I think I'm moving away from them being good. They're an extra point on Kolgrim. But that's it. I was streaming all day, but I kind of got the itch. It's probably just going to be a short one. I was tempted to record like some Lorcana videos off stream, but I thought, you know what? Rather than record some videos, I'm actually just in the mood to play some games. So let's just play some games. I have to say, I think the Ethereum Merchants are the way to go still with the old Kolgrim. With the old Warret. I think like that's the juice the deck needs. You certainly want the location, the Warret. The reason I haven't put like Sunset Wanderers in there just yet is because there's a chance it could be a Golden Necker deck. I don't really love the idea of the Golden Necker, but it could work. I think Battle Stations perform pretty damn well. 2 clogs in 1. Like Battle Station is essentially an extra clog in round 1 to a degree because it lets you play an extra clog card. I'm not too into this card in general. We weren't playing it before, Sandor, and I don't think I want to change that. Shuffle a card from your deck into your opponent's deck. It's +2 on Kolgrim only, and Kolgrim gets removed a lot. I think chasing points for Kolgrim isn't great. Spawn a drone at the bottom of your opponent's deck and set its power to the difference. I don't think Sandor's the way. I don't like this card either. I do think we'll be playing Royal Decree. We'll be playing Ciri. We'll be playing Quen. We could play the Unicorns. It's possible. I think the Ring was quite good. This is obviously if we go down the Golden Necker route, which I'm not sure that we do, but I think I'm willing to at least give it a consideration. We're probably going to be playing the Land of a Thousand Fables. If we go for 3 9s, 27. Just gonna want some 4p cards. Nah, Magni's not good enough. Menno is. We don't play enough tactics for Magni. We haven't really. The thing is, this deck has the Golden Necker instead of Sunset. I'm not convinced that the Golden Necker provides us that much value, really. I don't think we care that much about a Ciri, and I don't think the Golden Necker is better than Battle Stations. I'm building it to see what it would look like, but I'm already very unconvinced. Hey Krem, what's up? I mean, maybe Matter's not bad with Kolgrim because it increases, you know, increases the Kolgrim by what? I mean, it's probably just Roach Knickers. Knickers really 8p now. Damn, boy. What happened to you, son? This just looks worse than the previous deck that we had. I'll save it. So then when someone was like, why don't you play Golden Necker? I'll be like, well, it looks bad. I like the Battle Stations. The Chinese meta break. Good times. So this is the list that I was happy with earlier. I just think this is the right setup. I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow. I just washed it. That's why it looks awful. This is the deck I was pretty happy with, but what I think we need to do is try and add more top of the deck clog. So anything which isn't top of the deck clog needs to be evaluated on whether or not it's worth it. So I would say all of that can be re-evaluated. I think the Geralt Pro is very good. Like, we still want points, and Geralt Pro is very, very good points. Very, very good points. Ring of Favour helps us win round 1, which is nice. Still unconvinced it's that necessary. I think teleportations are good. Very good. They are points on Viper Witcher, right? You could use the Courier on either side. If the Ethereum Merchant goes wrong, teleportation on Ethereum Merchant is super fine. So I'm quite interested in teleportation. I feel like False Siri and Cynthia are also probably supposed to be in the deck. Certainly Cynthia. False Siri, I feel like also is probably supposed to be in there. Even without the boo hurts. Does seem a bit weird, right? Because we run the risk of leaving her on our opponent's side of the board, but she's a pretty good, like, if we put False Siri on our opponent's side, right? Okay, she's going to play for points against us if she doesn't come back, but it's also like you could Siri into a coated weapons and clog this. Like, Siri is not a good card for our opponent to have. You could argue it's better than any, you know, it's better than, like, often with Cynthia, you give them the Guardian and they're just going to mulligan it, but maybe with the False Series, it's actually a really good card. How come there's no Mentors? Yeah, the Mentors are great, and I agree we probably want to play them, but they're not clogging in round 1. And basically what we played earlier with two Mentors, and they were very good, but they're not clogging in round 1. And I think what we need to do with this deck is get the maximum amount of clog we possibly can in round 1. And that's actually how we're going to win games. With the previous setup where we had a little bit of clog, a little bit of point slam, it wasn't quite enough. So with this version of the deck, like earlier we cut Cynthia and we still had a Mentor. We cut a Mentor and we cut a Cynthia, right? Kind of makes sense. But we have to play teleportations, I think, for the Viper Witches. We have to play Cynthia. There's still Siri and Triss, in theory, as other ways of clogging the top of the deck. Whether we play both of them, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Because Geralt Professional is also very good. So the question is, would we rather have a Triss for a coated weapons or a Geralt Pro? And I think a Tool Punish is probably needed, right? So I think we don't go for the Triss, but we could still go for the fake Siri. Because she can play coated weapons from the discard. And then for 5, I'm not convinced there's any other cloggers. Is there? Soldier, no. I feel like there's some kind of weird almost clog card at 5, right? Or Dwim. Dwim is a clog card. I mean, Dwim is the other thing to consider. Do we actually want to play double Dwims? Because on the Gortha, that is a clog, and a pretty good one at that. It's a 5 provision clog card. Like, what if we don't want to play Siri? For example, right? This is kind of my point, is that, okay, let's get rid of all this, because we weren't playing all of this. I would say this stuff is all pretty core. I'm not interested in dropping any of this, but then there's a balance between points. There's a balance between points and actually clogging. The Banish guy? What Banish guy? I do feel like banish an enemy with 3 power less if it wasn't a token spawn. It's on the bottom. Yeah, it's a good point. It's the same as the Toxicologist. I've removed the Toxicologist because it's not clogging the bottom of the deck. It's clogging the bottom. The Toxicologist was good points for a 4 provision card, but we need to clog the living daylights. Think double Dwim. Yeah, I agree. I think 1 Dwim seems super reasonable though, right? 2 might be too much. But even like teleportation on Dwim, it gives us an extra teleportation. It is the cheapest kind of clog. It's worth considering, right? I think we want to play Geralt Pro. Like, I think that level of points is good. And I do think the Ring of Favor was also pretty damn strong. So is it possible that double Dwim and double teleportation instead of, like, oh, we also want Cynthia. I think Cynthia has to come back in. She's guaranteed. So maybe we look at like 1 Dwim, Cynthia, and Siri. That seems kind of elegant. So we still keep the greed with the Tool Punish. Right? We cut the Mentors. But we still have... Do we have... I mean, I guess that if we're cutting... We still have enough Witches. Okay, 1 Dwim, 2 teleportations. I think this has got a bit more legs. How does it win 2 rounds? Well, it clogs the living daylights out of them. That's my idea. My opponent's going to have such a bad hand. I'm not sure it's going to work, but this is where we're at with clog. Having just actual too many investments of points ourselves and not enough investment into weird clog cards was not making sense. The thing is once you reach a certain point of clog, like, the next... Every clog becomes even more valuable because you completely wreck their top decks at times. Well, I'm already quite excited about the Dwim. I think we've got to keep the Mage Assassin in hand. The Courier can go. Royal Decree isn't bad. The Courier can go. We have Warrit, and this can be an Ethereal Merchant. You would have to imagine it's the teleport. Maybe it's the Dwim that could go, right? Like, Dwim's maybe more of a round 2 card. We can set it up with Collar, I think. So perhaps it's teleportation that goes, because it's a bit fiddly. You could also argue it's the Mage Assassin that goes, though. Got peak Riz energy. Huh? What the hell, goat? Oh my god. So there is a world we don't even have to start with the Warrit. I think I quite like starting with Warrit because, yeah, a lot of the time if we put something like that on top, it might make them really, really panic. Does seem like they're panicking a bit.
Strike back. We had no chance to react.
So this could be, you know, we're not taking the clog off this. That is worth considering, right? I've just lost a point. I've lost a clog to slam, but the thing is the adrenaline on this doesn't kick in for a fair old while.
Blood for foul blood!
We just put that... We kind of just want to put that on top. The thing is I want to take the crack on crate. So what I was considering doing here is going battle stations for a Fiery Merchant and Dwim. Obviously we don't know what we're giving to our opponent here. It could end badly, but I'm taking a crack on crate. Ooh. That's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? But that is the life with this deck. Kolgrim given away. Sad times. Bad start for the Fiery Merchant. That's Kolgrim in hand now. So we can't get it back either. What do we want to clog them with here? Do we ever want to put the... We could go Naval Supremacy and take that from them. So we're going to go... Oh, I don't have the teleportation though, so I don't think this was a good life choice either. Oh, yeah, it's all going a bit wrong for your boy. I could Royal Decree. But at the moment, it's I need to draw first. And I don't want to clog with this play. Yeah, it's gone a bit wrong. I mean, maybe that's fine. Not in the discard anymore. It's kind of fine, right?
Adventures only independent from divine.
I have to say, it's a good first showing for the Dwim. Quite happy with that. Pretty happy with the Dwim. I definitely am liking the extra clog elements. It means we have less points, but we have more clog. And more points is more carryover. And more carryover is more wins. Probably supposed to go Menno for
The Empire will be victorious.
one of them. Sadly, we lost our Kolgrim. We're probably a bit doomed in this one, but we're going to continue on and hope for the best. To be fair, Kolgrim might have been a bit screwed against these ships anyway. Remember the ships in this matchup? I think the Clog is putting in a lot of work here still.
Why aren't you listening? Listen to me sing, damn it!
That's a good Clog card. That's not bad either.
My men know the meaning of sacrifice.
That is an abundance of Cloggers cards. I think we want False Siri the furthest to the bottom here.
There's nothing worse than a tepid bath.
The extra Clog we've got is pretty damn interesting. We're basically doubling down on the clogging aspect of the deck, which I think is going to serve us well. I mean, you imagine we gave them something bad. With our thingamajigger, we'd be feeling a lot better, wouldn't we? If we didn't give them our Kolgrim, we'd be feeling a whole lot better. So does this get us ahead here? It would be 5 plus 9. 14. It does by 1, so we probably take this first. What do we clog? Maybe this guy? Maybe it's the ship?
Calls for your death. It's nothing personal.
Hold on, isn't Kolgrim also a self-clog payoff? What do you mean? We want to thin with Kolgrim. Like, Kolgrim rewards us thinning. Like, I definitely didn't want to give them Kolgrim. Make no mistake. It's just unfortunately the reality of the situation that we find ourselves in. The thing is their top decks are going to be abysmally bad here. That's the interesting thing. Now, if we play Cynthia, I doubt... I mean, if we go Cynthia, we could play on Warrett for 5. So that would be enough. But if I go for the teleportation now, I get 2 points on a Dwim. Wouldn't be enough.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a bummer on the Kolgrim. This is definitely not ideal. It's not supposed to go this way, right? But it is what it is. Try to pick it up still. Like, if I still had Kolgrim on my deck, I'd be feeling pretty damn good about this. I think the False Siri might be a bit too clunky on average. I think I don't like her. But I do like the rest of the deck quite a bit. Like, we clogged them so much, they're going to have nothing, basically. But unfortunately, we're going to lose. I think False Siri is too clunky, so we'll get rid of her. I could see playing a second Dwim, maybe. Can play 40 card decks and also use Kolgrim. Right, that's a good point. That is something I'm actually not against exploring. Like playing really, really big decks with Kolgrim. I can't remember how it all works exactly. Alright, well here goes nothing. I think False Siri's got to go. I think she's too clunky without the boo hurts, and I can't afford to play them. Oh, isn't she just going to die to this?
Bow before Nilfgaard's rightful empress.
Unfortunately, Old mate is going to cause us some problems. I do have a Geralt Pro though. Their hand is probably pure cloggers. See what I mean about the extra clog though? Like it is pretty debilitating for our opponent here.
Without hesitation.
So we can't play this, unfortunately. I guess we can self courier first. Actually, put teleportation on top to try and hold the Geralt Pro. How to farm card as fast as possible. Journey if you're willing to spend money.
Get out of my way.
As you command.
Not sure that's what you're looking for exactly though. Again, I gave my opponent Kolgrim. Imagine I didn't. Different game. Look at how powerful the clog's been here.
Spices, the silks, the jewels, please come.
This extra clog has been completely debilitating for them. 10, he goes to 11. It's actually a really awkward number because I can't actually Geralt Pro him. Oh! Stop it.
Damn it.
No, my Witcher. What a dumb game. I wasted a point by killing my Witcher. I thought I would still get this. You can see how powerful the clog is though, right? You can see how powerful the extra bit of clog is. I'm quite impressed. I'm quite impressed. Like the extra clog, okay, we have less sauce. We have less sauce, but the extra clog that we can get from teleportations, I think the Siri can't stay. The Siri's too clunky. I wouldn't be against another Dwim. We could also remove the Dwim and put like... We could increase the teleportation to another Dwim and play a Mentor, for example. I think that would be reasonable. The other clog card I don't currently have, apart from False Siri, is Triss. And we've got everything else, I think, in the game which clogs the top of the deck. I think. No, Sunset's points on points on points. It's great. Sunset Wanderers is absolutely absurdly good. Geralt Pro is still the card which could go. I think it's good though. I think we would quite like to play Ring as well. Sunsets is just a misunderstood card. It's incredibly strong. You have to compare Sunset Wanderers to Roach. The Dwim was good, very good actually. But it was only that good because the Gortha. I mean, we could cut the Dwim and go double Mentor. That seems reasonable. So we've got more polarized clog. Okay, we don't have the Dwims. The Dwims are pretty damn good, but only if we have Gortha. And Gortha is not like a card we always have access to, right? Teleportations. So we have lost... In this setup, we've lost a bit of clog. But we've gained 2 Mentors. That's pretty good. Gaining Mentors. Mentors are also points, right? Even in round 3. With all the clog, Mentors also... I think Mentors should be in the deck, so... I quite like the setup we've got here. It's basically very similar to the first version of the deck we have, but we've cut the Toxicologist for teleportations for more aggressive. Clogging. So Geralt Pro could be a good card to win round 1. We have Warrit, we have a Fury Merchant. We also have a Fury Merchant here. I think there's a world we cut the Menno. Cut the Pro. We're going to go Warrit off Quen or Warrit off Royal Decree. We have the Fury. We could check the top of our deck with Courier, if we so desire. If we don't want to be greedy, we could start doing that, right? Like, we could go... I got rid of it, and I probably shouldn't have, because I think what I'm probably supposed to have done is go battle stations for... Thingamajigger. I think going for a Warrant immediately might be a mistake, though. Because they have, like, Nalgafar, for example. Having said that, if I'm not going for it immediately, what am I playing here, right? Royal Decree is probably for Snowdrop. So I guess I'm just opening with Warrant.
That's your lucky day.
Falling is a necessary step toward picking yourself up.
Pretty good. So a lot of points and a little mentor. They might be able to play around this now. But we could also go here battle stations into mentor a Fury Merchant, right? They might go Nalgafar and play it. Okay, they just... Yeah, okay. But still, it forces it out perhaps earlier than they might have wanted. I'm not sure it mattered. They might not have had access, though. It probably was worth a try. The question now is, what the devil do I play? Could be Royal Decree for Snowdrop. I think it might have to be, right?
I like you whether you like us or not.
The leader's not quite there yet, so we'd like to try and wait a turn before we slam it. If they have Wrath, they remove it anyway. I don't think there's, like, because of the Frost. We don't lose any points.
So apparently
That's a good
teleports
Menno
has become
target.
fashionable again. Can you believe it? Ed Gimbril. Truth is a shard of ice.
Let the clogging begin. There's not exactly two clear plays I want to make with the battle stations, right? Like, I think... I mean, the Viper Witches are, like, just a bit annoying on that because they don't gain any points for this round.
Know the meaning of sacrifice.
We don't know what's on top of the deck. For them. We could put a teleportation on top for us and just try and high roll. We haven't done... No, we do know what's on top. We clogged it.
No stench more foul than flesh well charred.
I'm running out of time. Holy animation, Batman. Alright, we clogged them with the girls. That's about as bad as it could get. Oh god, it's all gone wrong.
It's nothing personal.
That animation is disgustingly long. I mean, the good news is we can now... A Fury Merchant. Painful. I clogged them with Gales, mate. That's the worst card to clog them with. That is painful. The play's nice though. Look at the snowdrop. Look at the sunset. Yeah, this game's still great, mate. I'm absolutely loving it. Unfortunately, that was a holy rope to end all ropes. We don't know what's on top with the ordering there either. I think I was supposed to go battle stations first, then leader. So I really ran out of time there. I think we were just supposed to clog the aristocrat. I have a decent amount of points. Just clog this endlessly, and we were kind of chilling. So we do know it's a Nithral on top, which I would quite like to take still.
Without hesitation.
Do we give them a teleportation or an Ethereum Merchant? The other thing I like about the teleportations is it's like giving our opponent... It's like increasing the density of bad cards to give our opponent, right? It's a lot of value, and unfortunately just outside of the Geralt Pro range.
In love with a
We don't
field
Snithrow.
foal.
So like one good clog is actually super fine with the Ethereum Merchant. The problem was also giving them Gales, right? Which is like the best card in their whole damn deck. It's a real bummer. But so far it's gone very well. Considering we clogged them with Gales. Which is a nightmare. You can see why the Geralt Pro is good. The teleportations are also putting in some pretty reasonable work here. To the Viper Witches for some more cloggers. So I want to get the Ardgaith down.
Are you cold, human insect? It won't be long.
Let's not forget this Winter Queen is still playing for 1 million.
We know the mysteries of time and
But
space.
the Gortha seems pretty good here. I don't think we're playing the Nithral. Unfortunately, they know what's in hand, so they could perhaps make a well-timed pass. The big question is, can we afford to take another clogging play here? I mean, they probably just hero pass us, but we probably have to pass, right? Probably not a terrible pass. They're probably going to try and push 2-0. They have double our points, Brev. I think it was a decent pass. So it is worth considering that the Dwim is the most efficient clogging card that we're not currently playing. Could we risk Ethereum Merchant? I would wager probably not at this stage. They probably have a lot of good cards on top, and we could also just put something like flipping Gales on top, right? So maybe it's fine to keep. It's like, okay, maybe we give them Cynthia, but kind of who cares, really. We've got a pretty decent hand. The Ethereum Merchant's like a carryover play, right? Yo, Gwent boy. I went for a while and I came back. I don't know, win ratio is slightly below 50%. But not that much below. And we've been tweaking the deck quite a bit. The current setup that we're currently trying is a little bit of a copium setup, right? It's like we haven't really been able to get the other versions working quite. But I think it's a really good setup. I think Clog is not a very strong deck. And I think we've done a decent job of getting a decent setup. So the Ethereum Merchant's not good now, but we could use it as a carryover card on our side of the board, right? We might end up giving them something good. I guess none of the cards we give them are that bad. That's the concern here. But they're going to keep playing until they have this through. Unfortunately, I gave them the scales. This is a huge misplay on my part. That's a very awkward number. But it's quite a good target for a Viper Witcher. Because then, plus Geralt Pro, we can take it out at 15. And it's also getting set to 1, right? It's a base copy. So this is just a 1 strength card on top of the deck. So we're giving them some problems. We give them quite a bit to think about. This misclick on the Gales was a complete nightmare, though, no doubt. They should not have had access to this. This should have been a 5 provision, 4 provision aristocrat. So that rope really costing us quite significantly. I like that we've got mentors back in the deck with this amount of clog. Okay, they drew Oberon, which is pretty unfortunate. I'm not sure there's a huge reason to wait with the Geralt and not just take it immediately. Because we might actually give them something good, right? We might give... none of this is particularly bad. So it might just be worth taking the Geralt immediately. I think let's... Technically Gales works for us, right? As long as I don't give them the Nithral.
It is caught by something.
We can probably get there with Professional and Mentor. Again, this big golden child should not really have been there.
Let's get this over with. Focus on its movements.
Pain.
Quiet the noise in your head.
Pain, pain, pain. Yeah, we lose. We had to go for it that way, right?
Lady of Fortune.
Almost. Almost. What's interesting is, was there anything I could have put in back? Not quite. We almost got him. This came down to this miss, like the rope and clogging the Gales, right? I think we had him otherwise. We still have a decent amount of points for round 3 here. Like, it's not completely over. I will play it out. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to happen for us. Don't have Devotion? No, we don't. Oh, yeah. No. It's definitely over for us now. I do think the deck's pretty good, though. I got pretty good feeling from that. I think this was a win if we didn't rope out there.
To arms, all of yous.
Alright, let's try again. Come on, the Cloggers. This deck's really fun to play. I'm liking the challenge. I think it's really fun trying to make bad decks good. Kolgrim can go, that's for sure. This is a coated weapons as it stands. We have Warrit, if we so desire, but it's not really looking too hot. I think we're going to drop a Mentor. Weird old hand, this one. Almost becomes the iconic word of SPECI streams. Kind of true. But I think we came into this deck with low expectations, right? We weren't expecting it to be that good, so... That banishes, so it's a nice carryover denier. It's not a bad card for them in terms of 9 tempo, but it denies the carryover in the graveyard. It also means that a an immediate... They probably just put it back in hand, but like an immediate Ethereum Merchant here could get us it. We could have actually gone Coated Weapons plus Mentor there, right?
I'll show you.
It looks like a Lippy deck. Definitely a bit concerned about clogging any of that.
I'm impressed.
I could see Royal Decree for Snowdrop. There's a word they pass. Nah, there's not, right? I don't think that's true.
You'll never get my rhymes out of your heads.
Don't really want either of these. I mean, this is to the left of the sunset. I'm always shuffling. I need to hurry up, man. This is what almost cost me the last game, innit?
Battles need ends in
Nice.
bloodshed. No stench but foul.
I get rid of that because my plan is to go Menno. But it's just awkward though now. Like I don't have two good cards to combine with the Mentor. Like I did put this on top, so I could go Menno for Coated Weapons and try and battle stations later. We don't have the Viper Witcher, we don't have the location, we don't have Dwims, don't have Ethereum Merchants, so there's just nothing good to teleportation here, right? I really like the location. I mean, do they have any other Echo cards? Probably, right? They probably have Old Erendite or something. I guess I could go Quen for a Viper Witcher. I could also try to set up Warret. It's just I don't have access to Ethereum Merchant right now. So this is a big decision point. I mean, there's nothing good to clog, so I think we have to go Warret, right?
Any last words? Falling is a necessary step toward picking yourself up.
We didn't know if they maybe drew that with the curse scroll or not. So we could go Menno. Battle stations. And we go Mentor plus Courier.
Strike fast. Leave it no chance to react.
No Ethereum Merchant to steal the Crow Mother, unfortunately. There's just nothing good to clog, is there? I don't think we're interested in clogging crows, that's for sure.
I'm wed to no man.
Yeah, the fact I can't clog tokens is really brutal. I mean, we could potentially clog those. I'm not sure that they get that much rain left with Tears of the Siren. We have to clog some stuff, right? I guess these is going to immediately come back out, but I think it's fine for now. We can also just take the Mentor for now. We know it hits Grandmother. The question is, do we clog these? They go to the bottom of the deck afterwards, so that's not very good either.
First and strike hard.
Played some greedy Kolgrims with Renew. Yeah. I can kind of see Renew making the cut, honestly. That's what Everton, unfortunately, mate. The thing I don't like about Renew is that you can't renew.
Begone, leave us.
There's just nothing good to clog, is there? Everton, unfortunately. Do they have more rain? I think the argument here is that they don't.
What's better than a dead noble? Two dead nobles.
Probably should have targeted this one, right? We actually want it back in the deck on the bottom if they don't have more rain. I guess we'll just target the other one with this one, to be fair. I have a hunch they don't have more rain. They've played 2 Tears of the Siren. They've played Thingy-Majigama-Bobba. Like, okay, they might have Fukushia, but there's nothing to hit with it right now anyway. See, the Dwim here would be a brick, so I think the Dwim is worse than... The teleportations are awkward, but... Sorry to hear that. Okay, there's the Erendite. Not that good, though, actually.
Your life was worth a great deal, my lord.
Oh, these are boosting as well. Oh, it got boosted by Kelpie. They're going to go to the bottom. Those two, but the others will stay on the top. Do they disappear when the rain disappears? At the end of your turn if neither enemy row has rain or storm. Right. But they need both rows to get it back. And it looks like a Lippy deck, right? We're currently threatening to win on even if they play. They could also hit the shield here and we go to a short round 3. Which we know Kolgrim's on top. So that would suit us. We would be down for a short round 3 with Kolgrim and them having a bunch of clogged cards. I say a bunch. They have Erendite and a Neuromancy. Plus 2 Anglerfish. And we coated weapons, the Crow Mothers on there as well. So this is their attempt to keep the Anglerfish. So we could take the Geralt Pro, and then maybe we could take the teleportation for 6. Geralt Pro plays for 12 plus 3 is 15. Minus 4. Plus 1. So they have plus 1, minus 1. So they're 14 ahead. It's got to be enough, right? It's 15 plus 3. That's 15 minus 2. Which is 13. It's actually not enough by 1. So I could have gone for Clog, but I'm going for points here. So if they pass, I can win it. Because then I have Kolgrim.
I hate portals.
So 6 points. I could have had the Clog hit there still. We got 6 points off that, and this was going to be 2 points. So we could have 4 points less. Could have had an extra Clog. Might be a difference maker. We know we have Kolgrim on top. That's the thing here. We would have to think Coated Weapons is the best card. Oh, that's not good. That's not good, mate.
Monsters! No, a goat will suffice for now.
We know they have Crow Mother in hand. Should we put Fukusha on top? And then teleportation, the mentor. I mean, it's probably the win con, right? They have a Nero in hand, actually. I should have waited. Nah, it's fine. I have to do it now for the Kolgrim point. We know they have a Nero in hand, though. And it's like a Nero, Erendite. I actually think the Anglerfish might be better. Like, they're not getting rain on both rows. Megascope can easily play for more. We'll go for Megascope. It might be better to take something different, though. Real shame on the teleportation, innit? They might Erendite us now. I mean, I think I mulliganed to Fury Merchant. I think that was a mistake. I think Fury Merchant was quite reasonable in this hand, right? Because I could have put something big in. Yeah. That's a bit of a heartbreaker.
Focus on its movements. Quiet the noise in your head.
Close game. Again, another close game. The Aneromancy was the problem, right? And we actually put the Crow Mother on top with the Warret and then didn't steal it. So if a couple of things went wrong there. It was close. We are getting close.
Skellige's glory!
We weren't a million miles away. If we got a bit more clogging done round one, I think if we just play a little bit cleaner, we can get there. Kolgrim goes. Menno's almost bricked. The problem with Vigo is there's a lot going on. Squirrel could be an idea just because of like a Nero. Honestly, Squirrel onto a Nero might be a big enough deal that we could actually play Squirrel. I could see it. So, Squirrel's a pretty interesting shout. I guess it depends how common a Nero is, and it does feel like it's relatively common. Like any Echo card in general. The Squirrel's good on, right? AA. Maybe we should add in one Squirrel. We can just play one teleportation. One Squirrel. Because the teleportation is kind of clunky. That's a scary bruv. I was about to slam a coated weapons on it, but I don't think that's a very good idea. How are we winning this game? You just have to start with a Cynthia. And we're playing teleportations to hit the Viper Witcher for an extra clog, but it's kind of optimistic, right? It might just be better playing the engines, for example, like the Toxicologist. But that's all that's really different at the moment in the deck. The thing is there's quite a lot of clog cards we're not currently playing that go to the top. So we're not playing Dwim, which I do think makes sense. Yeah. Battle Stations is pretty unplayable right now. I've been going Raw Decree for Warret quite often, but I mean, without a definite follow-up play, it is pretty clunky. I don't really know my other options here. Like, it's too early to go Snowdrop, isn't it?
It's a little tricky, but I can see.
This means that we could go battle stations, like Mentor, and maybe just a flipping 4-point teleportation. A seer for battle stations is not a bad shout. I can kind of see it working. Maybe.
You'll never get my rhymes out of your head.
I guess we're just clogging them with defenders. It's only a 7-point card. So... Fukusha on top. That's important.
My men know the meaning of sacrifice. Snap and done. A clean kill. Your blade's just an extension of your will.
Oh! I mean, that's a lot of points, mate. Tell me I'm wrong. The problem is we've put Fukusha on top and I still don't actually have a way of getting it. But I could get it. I could get the Ethereal Merchant, that is. I could get it with the Courier. There's 2 of them in there. So now the question is, do we go any deeper? You would imagine not. We're 1 on even. We've got round 2 to do some clogging. That was some pretty impressive battle stations. 28 points, plus 4 on Snowdrop. 32-point swing. Don't mind if I do, mate. Don't mind if I do. So Menno is hitting coated weapons only for now. We don't exactly have a good proactive play, so we could open with a Courier. I think the teleportation does go hog. I mean, we could open with an Adept as an engine.
Got ya! You bleating son of a doe!
Propose some changes in the deck. You have to play Ring, that's for sure, and the dude that puts Insectoid. Nope. I disagree. I need points, mate. Neither of these cards are points. So we know they have Fukusha, so what I could perhaps do is put Sigfold on top. To stop them summoning it, right? We know they have Fukusha in hand, because I kind of gave it to them with my poor old Warret. We could also decide we don't care that much. The thing is I don't quite have the adrenaline on this. So I don't exactly have a clean play this turn. I think Courier is pretty reasonable.
Yes?
Gwent is bricked. Now, NGO Witches are definitely not the best, but they're a lot of fun.
No trigger calls for your death. It's nothing personal.
That geezer's seen it all, he certainly has.
the trophies I need.
We do need to buff some clog stuff. I definitely agree. I think Theon to 9 provisions is probably the most important thing for the deck. I also really think Letho should not be a 4 power card. I think actually the biggest one is Defender to 9. Because then you can renew Defender, and then I'm interested in renewing Defender. Courier to 6 would be... Courier is a very good card. I could see it. I don't think it would be an unfair buff, but it is pretty strong already, I would argue. Maybe I was supposed to take the Geralt Pro on this last turn.
Don't know, my lady. I'll string you through it. Help is not on the way.
I do like some defenders being 10 provisions, but I think Theon is a bit silly at 10. I don't think that one should be a 10 provision card. I think that's the change I would most like to see for Clog long term. No, because not all are actually. That's actually not true, right? There's
Go ahead. Stare at me
the Squirtel one isn't. I think Theon is super deserving to be 9 provisions. It's one of the weakest defenders, I would argue. I definitely think we missed a bit of a trick with our poor old Geralt a turn or two ago. Certainly doesn't look great. But we're going to try and take it still. Let's see. I think being able to renew Kolgrim would help. Then you just have a bit more of a strategy, right? Like you play renew. Like right now, renew. What the heck is that? We got cooked, guys. Flipping cooked. Yeah, renew could get buffed, I agree. More mill buffs, poggies. Unfortunately, this dies before I can use the order. The old Geralt the Panther would have been able to deal with it. They have so many flipping thingamajigambobbers. I mean, Quen's, you would think, I think it's better to pro, because then I can just pro whenever I want. Obviously, the shield on Kolgrim might actually be relevant, but...
I could do this all day.
I live to serve you.
He shall be mine.
I gave him this, by the way. It's my own damn fault.
Spices, the silks, the jewels, please come.
Nope. Turns out the shield was quite important, huh? Damn.
In love with a fear foe.
I mean, you know you're doomed when you're losing to Arnagad. That's when you know your deck's pretty bad, isn't it?
Any you's got the courage?
Not your lucky day. Damn it.
He's definitely going to live, mate. This was brutal, though. Defenders from round 1. I misplayed again with the Warrior. Also, if I quenned into Kolgrim, I might have had a chance. I made lots of misplays. The Kolgrim is dying, but I'm still having fun. So, I would say the teleportations, unfortunately, have been underwhelming. The Mentors played for so many points there. But we kind of just need more Clog, man. Now, they're all pretty similar. I think we're going to have to give up with this deck for now. As much fun as I had with it, it's dead. Yeah, 40 cards Kolgrim Renew, I might actually try. Honestly. I know, these teleportations are probably just supposed to be engines. Like, the Toxicologists were decent. But it just feels bad not clogging more stuff on top. 40 card Kolgrim's gonna be bad. Sad. That's sad. Oh well, we tried. It was fun. What else could we play then? Nah, Battle Stations was great. It's not just a simple fix. It's like, the problem is the deck just doesn't do enough. Like, the problem is, someone plays a Defender, and I can't clog. Someone doesn't play any bronze cards, I can't clog. Even if someone does clog, we might still lose. Let's play some more, though. I'm not giving up just yet, I do wonder if we're supposed to play False Siri, because she's a good clog target. She's clunky, sure. But you can clog the False Siri every time, right? Double Koshi, let's go. Like, maybe you just need to play Siri. I wonder if you have to cut the Geralt Pro for just more top, like... I feel like you kind of just have to go all in with the clog stuff. Honestly. Just Omega Clog. I ended, but I wanted to come back for a bit and try some more clog. Like, the Mentors won us round 1, but who cares? We kind of just need more clog, mate. I think you have to play false... Let's just go back to that logic of, like, let's play every clog card that we can. Triss. No teleportations, I think. 2 Dwims. Teleportation, like, makes our Triss worse, so probably not, but I think the Squirrel Shout's not a bad one. I also do like the Vicavaro quite a lot. I think Vicavaro Novice is quite a good card. Is this actually the right list? This looks so bad, mate. I'm not gonna lie. So what? We cut Geralt for a Triss. I mean, maybe. Maybe. It's an extra clog. Round 3's not... Round 3's honestly not the problem. It's getting enough clog in. If this deck's any good, you just have to mega clog them. It doesn't clog properly, Voina, though. We need to clog the top of the deck. It's very specific clogging we need to do. We're not interested in clogging randomly in the deck. We need to clog the top. The top. And nothing but the top. So here, we go for Warret. Then we go for... I mean, think of the amount of consistency cards we're using. Here we go Warret, into Menno, into Battle Stations, into Courier, into Ethereal Merchant. Easy. This is an insane opener.
I heard you coming a mile away. The League.
I'll take that. Isn't this game dead? Does it look dead? I started playing a month ago and I'm absolutely hooked. It's monthly updates. Yeah, you could do Operator. Operator's not a bad shout. Vicavaro's OP here. Courier's annoying as well. Everything else should be fine. Please no Vicavaro, please no Courier, please no Vicavaro, please no Courier, please no Vicavaro, please no Courier. Thank you. Alright, then we go Royal Decree into Menno, into Battle Stations, into Courier, into Ethereal Merchant, into Courier on our side. Or should we give him a Vicavaro Novice? I mean, honestly, False Series a bit of a clog in her own, right? We give him her, but... Give the Vicavaro. Hoggers. Nice Calvate, Brev. Oh! Unfortunately, we spent 7, 9, so 7, 9, 7. A lot of provisions to do that. A lot. A lot.
I'm impressed.
I like that we've got more clogging going on though. We're all about that clog.
No good wine will come from here, not even compost.
So we did give them a Vicavaro, which means the Mage Assassins don't seem like fantastic clog targets, but the Blight Makers also are pretty good. The good thing is, that's quite a nice target. Not sure I like the Triss over Geralt Pro. The False Series. What the heck is that thing?
What's better than a dead noble? 2 dead nobles.
Meta-wise instead, too much BS? What? But that's the best thing about Gwent, is all the random stuff. That's what I personally like about it, a lot of the time. So far I'm already unconvinced by the Triss. Like, it is a clog card, sure, but it's a bloody expensive one. Like, the Dwims also are a bit clunky. I mean, it's a cool idea nonetheless. I guess we just self-courier, we don't really care for Calvate. The False Series good.
I live to serve you.
Well, I guess we'd rather just the coated weapons at this point, right? The Triss is basically a better False Series, I would say, in this deck. But she costs more. So could we ever like upgrade the False Series to something? I don't know. It is interesting that the Series is potentially able to be played on our opponent's side of the board. To give us stuff to clog, right? We can actually clog them with the Series. Like in this last game, my opponent played Defender and I couldn't do anything about it. I have Omega clogged this guy. That's kind of my thought process with the current setup. Because we literally just Omega clog. They thinned 2. And they're at 17 cards. And we stole their Calvate.
Praise be to the great sun!
I feel like the Triss is a mistake though, right? Should just be Geralt Pro. We could play 1 Dwim and a 4. I'm not sure the Dwims are that much better than 4P cards. I don't know.
It is caught by something.
That's quite weak, mate. Do we just slam the Snowdrop? Yeah.
Aren't you listening?
Why not?
Listen to me sing, damn it.
My men know the meaning of sacrifice.
Ooh. Do we know what's on top? Yeah. Oh damn, I didn't realize it was so close. I mean, actually Triss is super fine here, right? So is this the pass? Set an allied unit's power to match the highest power enemy unit. Reset the power of a unit. The spores makes Triss worse though. I think Triss has to go. Geralt Pro is actually good. Geralt Pro performed very, very well. We have to bring Geralt Pro back. Pretty sure we can't afford to keep Kolgrim in this hand. God. It's all going a bit pear-shaped, isn't it? I think the Vic of Aros are better than the Dwims. Alright, here we go. What could possibly go wrong?
My friend, a special offer.
Not great news. It was worth a try. We could have given him a lot of good stuff there. That's nice. I think we want the Vic of Aros, maybe. I think Vic of Aros are quite good. Dwim is reasonable. We want the Gortha. Wowza. Let's give this up. Nah, because Vic of Aros can also thin them. We could play two, right? We drop a Dwim, play a second Vic of Aro. Upgrade Triss to Panther. Drops a good one. I think it's quite unlikely that this happens, that we get two. I've never really had this before. What are they putting on top, do you guys think? That's an interesting question. It's not a mage. We gave them a Vic of Aro, so I think we want to clog them, right?
I'll do what I can.
Yeah, Triss can go. This was, I'm not gonna lie, Triss performed really well here. This was actually really good.
Strike first and strike hard.
Because I'm pretty sure they wanted to go Vic of Aro, and they were gonna put like whatever's good on top, but we dodged it. This might be False Siri actually rather than Vic of Aro, right? Could be wrong. Which means the Gortha would be good to put the Boohurt away. It might be False Siri that we gave them. I'm not convinced by False Siri either. False Siri is very clunky. In this case, it's just a bit weird that we gave them R1. You would think it's better to slam the Mental here. You would imagine the Mental's quite strong. I feel like they have a lot of stuff stuck in the deck since we stole their Calvate.
Monsters.
Only
A
8.
goat will suffice for now.
This was 6 plus 2. That was like the same amount of points, but better distributed. And this had a higher ceiling, right? This was a max of 8.
Declare my name and restore my freedom. I will serve.
Are we ever supposed to put this on top? Like, do they play Renew or something?
Admirable move. I'm impressed.
They don't have Vic of Aro in hand. I feel like Renew is their win con, potentially. I doubt they have Royal Decree. If they do, they do. But like that card seems like a Renew card. If ever I saw one. If I called the renew right, I'm a god.
Demons don't scare me. We're one and the same.
Admirable. I'm impressed. Otro remembers.
Okay, dude. How did they draw all this? I clogged the living daylights out of them, mate. Oh my god. I clogged the living flipping daylights out of them. Holy moly. What's a man supposed to do? Quite convinced by Vicavaros. We could go for an 8 and a 4. I'm not playing defender, guys. Not a chance. Like, what do I cut to fit this in? Do you know how expensive 10 provisions is? Like, what the hell do you guys suggest I play? Yes, dogs could be good. I'm gonna see the dogs. Like, what the hell do you think I cut to play this? I think Ring is also quite good, yeah. I'd quite like to play the Ring. I think this deck just needs a couple extra provisions. I agree the Ring was really good, but I can't fit it. Then I end up cutting Cynthia, who's like a bit of a non-negotiable card. You can't cut Sunset. What's the point of playing the deck if you cut Sunset, I think? Nah, this deck's never going to be good if you're not Warretting. This deck's got no chance if you don't do some Warret stuff. But yeah, to be honest, like the deck's kind of scuffed at the minute. I mean, this is probably the right setup. Double Mentor in this slot. This is probably the right setup. Vicavaro Novice could be like a thinner. It could be another Clogger. I just don't think there's enough clog in this. Teleportation gives you a bit of extra clog on Viper Witches, but it's very... Deck's just not very good, sadly. Fun though. Maybe whole leader is a bad approach. The deck's just bad, mate. That's the truth. It's just not good. Let's play again. I mean, you could play Toxicologists instead of the novices, right? I think like basically the novices are the flex slots. You could play Toxicologists. You could play Adepts. The Toxicologists don't clog the top of the deck, so I just don't really care about them that much. I think that the key thing is clogging the top of the deck. The Adept's not bad, I agree. Like 1 point per turn is kind of fine. Like, whatever the 4-cost character you play, it's not going to make a massive difference though, right? I do agree it could be Adepts though. I'm fine playing them. It's a Witcher themed deck after all, right? Gives our Geralt a bit more legs. My hair's a disaster because I washed it. That's why I don't wash my hair very often. Look at it. I'm getting it cut tomorrow. This is supposed to be the off-stream hair. It's supposed to be the off-stream hair, Brent. I was supposed to get it cut like 2 weeks ago as well. My barber wasn't open when I went to get it cut last week. Never give up. Never give in. Alright, so we've put the Adepts in. Imposter. Corey's not a bad opener. I just don't think you can mulligan a clog card in round 1.
For the Emperor!
Yeah, I think the Toxicologist, super whatever. The Viper Witch is probably the best bet. Toxicologist is good, but yeah, it is not proactive.
Feeling a bit peckish?
How am I to catch it, Master? Sees me every time.
It's only a point a turn though. It could do with a buff. There's a lot of cards in this deck that could do with a buff. Yeah, that's kind of the concern, right? Is we're just giving them... I mean, locks against my deck are a problem. Poison's a problem against my deck. None of this is good clogs. We're already in a bit of a spot of bother, I would argue. Cynthia could... Basically, if you look at this deck, Cynthia could be buffed by a power or a provision. Maybe both. These could be buffed by a power. Gortha could be buffed. Kolgrim could easily be buffed to like 2 points or something. Not that it would matter. These could be buffed. This could be buffed. There's a lot that could be buffed, right? Merchants, I think, are super fine as they are. I think merchants are pretty strong. Panic stations.
Whatever your wish, of course.
Right, this card's kind of OP, but...
He'll strain your throat. Help is not on the way. What's better than a dead noble? 2 dead nobles.
I have another in hand. I have been struggling to sleep this week, which is kind of why I decided to do a second stream here. I was going to record some videos off stream, but I thought, eh. Pretty good hand. As things go.
The dark is my ally. The dark is my...
Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Pog. Right, guys, you ready to see some points? I hope you're ready for this.
Your blade is just an extension of your will.
Damn. Give him a mentor.
If it's peace you desire, prepare for war.
No stench more foul than flesh well are.
We did clog a hunting pack already, right? Pikeman back. Does it play well though?
To her age, it's unbecoming.
Nah, you can't play Warrior with no Quen, man. I'm sorry. You have to play Quen.
These I invade. These
I think Quen's very uncuttable. I also think, like, saying you have points, but you're not playing Geralt Pro is probably wide of the mark.
Naturally. At once.
Thank you for sharing, though. If you're playing Warrior, you just need to invest into it.
Neuer in Espa.
This went well. Didn't it? Hey chat, this went well.
The Emperor is dead. Long live the Emperor. Last words.
Not your lucky day.
Yeah, you just need it early though. Like the thing is, you just need to combine the Warret and the Ethereum Merchant at the right time. I think it's quite important. I actually am pretty settled on the current version I'm playing. I think we've got it built pretty cleanly. I think like the flex slot is the Adept. You might just be better off with something that slams points, for example. We're supposed to take the leader on Geralt Pro already, right? A victory. Don't look at the MMR guys, alright? Yeah, we do actually have points. I think that's the thing with Kolgrim, right? It's like, I'm not... My deck idea is clog the living daylights out of them. Right? Bootstraps Witcher. My deck is trying to clog the living daylights out of them round 1. And we just have Kolgrim as like some points. But as soon as we invest Defender, ugh. I just don't think it's ever worth it. We need bronzes in hand. Like, I don't think I want Professional in hand. We can draw into him in a bit. Okay, we have Warret and we have Ethereum Merchant. That's good. We don't want to drop Cloggers cards. So maybe we drop that. This is a safety net. We could use the Courier to put something bad on top. If we so desire. I don't think I care that much. I'd rather slam it. Ah, maybe I would. Maybe I would like to. I think safety net's good. So we go... Royal Decree. No Quen.
I heard you coming a mile away.
Bruv, how you got so many provisions in hand? Brother has all their good cards in hand, mate. What the heck is that thing? Wow. Is this Mill?
Do not make me beg.
What the hell am I playing against? So they just drew their coup. That's fine. What the hell is going on here, mate?
I'm impressed.
Is that a jest, friend?
Yeah, this is not a very good matchup. I'm going to be honest. Kolgrim's going to be worth a lot. Do we just clog them with more Kingslayers? The battle stations is very, very bad.
As you command.
I mean, this is just the worst matchup imaginable. Oh, brilliant. We kind of need to draw our Kolgrim. I'm just going to try and go full turbo mode. We're pretty doomed. We hyper thin and we clog. We have to hope Kolgrim doesn't get milled. It's kind of our win condition.
The senses can be fooled. Here's our chance.
Vilga might be stuck in the deck. Who's 10?
I shall be your eyes, my lord. You drink slow enough.
What? Oh, they cantarelled it. I was like, what? That's not very good for you, mate, is it?
Help is not on the way.
Come on, Kolgrim. Hang on in there, my boy. Please, Kolgrim.
Let us see.
Alright, nice.
Got ya, you bleating son of a doe.
What's better than a dead noble? 2 dead nobles.
Take your meal cards back, I don't care. Maybe we're supposed to slam leader at this point to draw the Kolgrim.
I shall flog
Oh,
them
God.
into submission.
Please not Kolgrim.
We follow left
Nice.
Not all battles
Please give me
end
Kolgrim.
in bloodshed.
Thank you. I'll happily thin. I don't care, mate. Do we give them Quen?
and the water, my lord. Not too warm, I trust.
Guys, we don't care. We win. We're down 1,000,000 cards, but we clog them so hard they never find Vilgefortz, and my Kolgrim plays for 1,000,000. Profit.
Clever maneuver. Your blade is just an extension of your will.
If we clog them enough that they didn't find Vilg, we might have a chance. If they had... That's alright.
Damn you all.
Time to pass.
Why would
Leader's
I kill
gone.
a child?
Who cares? What the hell is that? Regis? Oh, that's pretty tasty. No. Huh?
Last words.
What? It's Quen.
Get our hands dirty.
It's flipping Quen, mate. It's like the worst matchup ever. What am I supposed to do, guys? Oh, for God's sake. I mean, I think I played it well. It's just the leader. I don't think I did anything wrong.
Disobedient for dangerous dogs.
How am I to catch it, master? Sees me every time.
I demand justice. A trial by ordeal.
We got him in round 3, mate. Trust.
The snake stars reflected in a pond for the night sky.
Squirrel, thanks for Prime, mate. Probably not the best matchup. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. I've seen better. we lose this, we're retiring the deck. Precision strike. Go like this.
The dark is my ally. The dark is my friend.
Alright, I give up. I'm going to assume this is just drawing the top dragon of the deck, so I'm assuming Villain Tremoth is now in hand.
I'm impressed.
Mad.
Little cuckoo perched upon a fence.
If it's peace you desire, prepare for war.
Snap and done. Technique kill.
Read, write, revise.
That's at the start of the game, so it's actually not a bad clogger, right?
Nothing will stop us.
If I've understood the card proper, that's fine. So means this is actually proactive enough. What?
Don't you worry yourself, your grace. We'll get it done in
Okay.
no time.
Monsters! No, a goat will suffice.
No, it's
for
on top
now.
still. They drew one, but there's still one on top. This has 0 charges. But it is giving them some consistency, it seems. Maybe they just got Saskia from that.
finally get you.
I don't think that dragon makes the cut. Lineage is like for every dragon you have in your starting deck, your dragons, like your lineage cards get +1.
You'll need take one plowing step further.
This deck is not great, is it, mate? Can I give up on this one? It's because we clogged it. We banished it because it says at the start of the game set charges. So I gave them base copies. There was nothing else to clog, so. Deck is unfortunately complete garbage. I think the lower in MMR, the worse it's got, which is quite infuriating. Yeah, I mean it's a problem when you play a Warret and they just draw the card immediately, right? It doesn't help. Please don't give them Kolgrim.
Ah, your eye. It is caught by something.
It was fun, I agree. Our MMR is also low enough with this faction to play mill if we so desire, without feeling too guilty about it. I mean, I need the Kolgrim. I guess I have it. I guess it's fine then. I can just keep this.
Got ya! Bleating son of a doe!
Nah, there's no chance this deck's good with Golden Echo. Not a chance. Maybe. I doubt it though.
Yes?
I do think we did a decent, like, we made it pretty decent. It's just not quite good enough. It just needs some buffs, doesn't it? But look at this guy. That's impressive. We might have the win here.
Daisy of the Valley!
Damn it.
I have a feeling we're not supposed to play this until the last card. Zero charges, lol. I'll take a look at it, Finance. Yeah, sure. I just think the battle stations and the Sunset Wanderers are too good to cut, really. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. I mean, maybe it could work. I can kind of see it working. I do think, like, I mean, look at this card, though. Like, do you even play this leader without Sunset Wanderers? I'm not so sure that I would. It would probably be a different leader, right? With Golden Echo would be my intuition. Don't really care about Maddock at this point. I probably was just better off doing that first. In my head I was able to play both mentors from this, but I wasn't able to. Probably was a misjudgment on my part there.
Focus on its movements.
Oops,
Quiet
there's
the
also a
noise in your
misjudgment.
head.
You donut. I'm moulding, mate. I'm moulding. Playing around Red Haze with Kolgrim here, by the way.
Damn you all! Why would I kill a child?
God's blasted.
Oh.
Blade chafes.
What without pleasures is life?
So it's a dragon. I don't think there's any dragon that beats us, right? Bro, I'm so sick of this. They just draw everything, man. I threw this game anyway, right? I threw this game. This was literally a throw. My mentor should have been bigger. I just threw. It's fine. I'm kind of down to give this a half spin as a golden echo deck because it's not good enough without, right? I'm not convinced it's even this leader though. Oh, I deleted it. Rip. I built it myself. Let's give it a quick spin as a golden echo deck because it's not good enough without. We have to at least take it for a test run. I'm skeptical that it's worth it. I haven't looked at your list yet. Properly. I will. So we certainly want the cloggers. We want the code weapons. Kolgrim. Probably the Quen still. Probably still the Warret. Probably the unicorns. Probably the Fables, the Royal Decree, the Favor. The Warret, the Snowdrop. Maybe the Menno, but maybe not. Cynthia. Like, trying to play a Theory Merchants with Golden Necker sounds like a disaster waiting to happen, right? I'm just kind of doubtful that this deck will be good enough without Warret stuff. Yeah, I had quite a few ways to win that game. Yeah, location. The problem is like the Ethereum Merchants are somewhat unplayable here, right? Which means Warret's bad, and if Warret's bad, Quen's bad, and if Quen's bad, Roll the Decree doesn't even seem that good. So no Warret, that just makes my whole heart hurt. Gwen might be bad. Roll Decree might be bad. Menno's bad. It just doesn't look very good, mate, does it? I've got to be honest. It just looks like a worse version of the last deck. It looks rubbish. It does not look good. You can't play a Fear of Merchants Golden Echo. This just looks worse. To be honest. This version was good. I could have won this last game if I didn't misplay. I think the Adepts I'm still a little bit unconvinced by in that slot. Like, you might just be better off with a flipping Tortoise. You know what I mean? Or Vicavara Novices. I kind of like Vicavara Novices more. They're proactive, they're snowdrop points, they're mage assassin thinners. They also set up Ethereal Merchants. Let's try this. Final attempt with the Cloggers deck. Adepts out, Vicavaro in.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
I haven't even tried that card. You pair it with too many things which I don't really think are that good. I really like battle stations. I really like Warrett. Tricky to know what to mulligan. I lean towards mulliganing the golds away. I do like this deck. Now the merchants are kind of the most important card in the deck. I think if you're not playing merchants, the deck pretty hopeless.
Try not to scream so. It makes my hand wobble.
God, we needed that. Nah, I have no interest in removing Sunset. I genuinely have no interest. It's like the best card in the whole deck. If I remove Sunset, I play a different leader. We have Warrett. We have a Theory. We have Battle Stations. We get rid of a gold. Probably get rid of a gold. I'm quite liking the deck. I think we've got the right list now. I think this is the final list. So that's good. So you would have to imagine it's a Calvate deck. The question is, when are they going to play Calvate? We should probably set our own top decks up first.
Yes?
Do we give them a Vicavaro or Courier? Probably Courier. Like, that's the thing. This Courier and Ethereal Merchant used to have 2 abilities in one, right? This would have been a one card combo before. So both Magnis are now gone. Oh, wow. So you would have to wager the next card they play is going to be Calvate, right? Look at the top 3 units in opponent's deck, then choose one and game armor equal to its power. Lose all armor, look at the top units in your deck up to that amount, then choose one and game vitality equal to its power. No, the Calvate is definitely going to be in the deck. At least I think. I disagree. So we don't want to play Cynthia, we don't want to clog anything. We don't want to Ethereal Merchant. We could Wear it.
Actions define us.
I'm pretty sure they're just playing Calvate anyway. Probably no Calvate. Really? Oh god, did I just give him Torres?
What is truth if
Yep.
not illusion? Move!
Really, man. I really thought it was a Calvate deck. I was pretty convinced. Oh, let's try a high roll.
For you, my friend, a special offer.
I really thought it was a Calvate. I really, really did.
I'm impressed.
Oh well.
Take him to the woods and release the hounds.
Everyone has their secrets. Everyone. You'll never get my rhymes out of your heads.
Not all battles need end in bloodshed.
Where are my mage assassins, man? It possibly is a problem with clog decks that consistency's been improved. And I don't think consistency being improved is a bad thing, by the way, for the game, but it is definitely a bad thing for clog decks.
A clever maneuver.
Now, how did that incantation go?
Fikavara's doing well, though.
The stake stars reflected
I
in a
live
pond
to
for
serve
the night
you.
sky.
Of course, as you wish, master. I never miss.
Focus on its movements. Quiet the noise in your head.
You don't have Torres in hand.
You need me to do.
I'm not really convinced by the way they played this. We didn't get much clogging done, sadly. We missed all our clogger cards. We missed our mage assassins, we didn't thin. Didn't really go very well. As you might have noticed. This was one card away the whole flipping time, are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. Theory Merchant high roll. Potential. We gotta go for it, right? We need a miracle here. Please don't give him Kolgrim, for the love of God.
In love with a fearful.
Don't mind if I do. I'll take that. I'm an evil genius. I'm a bit worried about our Witcher being bricked here, so perhaps we mulligan two Witchers. We might not draw into them, but I think it's a risk we have to take. The Adept's just good for their leader, so YOLO.
Things can get explosive around here.
Bro, I can't believe what they did to my boy. Flavor text is quite fitting.
Your
Oh
eye is
no.
caught by something?
Absolute panic stations there, mate. Do you think they have any draw in hand? Well, we saw Vigo 2 Magnis. I didn't clog any of them. Yeah, Viper Witch Alchemist is basically a Theory Merchant plus Courier ability on your own side. It was like... Basically, we're trying to recreate this card with this deck. With 100 steps. Wow.
Extension of your will.
Brilliant. I knew I was running out of time. But I thought, I'll be fine. And now they draw Stefan Skellen. Okay, so I miss Geralt Pro, which is not great either, is it?
Truly electrifying.
And the Empire for the ages.
Don't know, mighty, you'll strain your throat. Hope
This is fine.
Cunning play.
Can you smell it? Victory is on the wind.
Now my Kolgrim gets seized. Almost. It's not. It's actually close. Kind of baited the leader. I think they could probably have seized my Kolgrim if they were more careful. Kolgrim's only 5 points a turn, 6 points a turn soon. I mean, this was always a bad matchup for Clog. But the fact that I mean, I probably don't even take Kolgrim, right? I probably am taking Geralt Pro. Complete nightmare. I was worried about my Quen bricking. So I mulliganed Geralt Pro away, but managed to draw everything in the wrong order.
None of that to sit back and do nothing.
Strike fast. Leave it no chance to react.
No stench more foul than flesh.
6 points a turn Kolgrim is not going to be enough, is it?
Thank you.
Bad man in the building, chat.
Her grace will not be pleased.
Whoa. Insane value, mate.
Let's get this over with.
This might catch him off guard.
Your lucky day.
I don't know if I'd be so confident if I was you, bro. Have you got 7 points? Have you really? I mean, I'm sure you do, but...
Without hesitation.
I threw this game so hard with the rope, man. We've thrown back-to-back games, to be fair. It's really fine margins with this deck. I honestly don't think it's that bad. It's almost good. You have to play really cleanly, though. With a bad deck, you have to play cleanly, and I literally threw the last 2 games. The Geralt Pro is insane. What a card. I think the Vicavaras are good. I quite like them. Yeah. I threw. Oh, the animations at the end of the rope are a nightmare for sure. That was me misclicking though. It's because I was in a panic about the rope. In fairness. We could leave Mage Assassin in hand, it's fine. We have Warret if we so desire. And we could roll the Decree for an Ethereum Merchant.
Great is her hunger, and great is her power.
I mean, it's probably a Renfrey deck. The question is, if I Warret for Renfrey immediately, what do they do? Because it's a pretty big commitment to go Warret. Having said that, it's not like I got any other plays I like the look of here. Every Ogun. I mean, we could go Vikavara Novice, but that's pretty bad. Yeah, Triss, and they probably have Thingamajigger, but... I mean, it's probably worth it. I think that's basically a big problem with the deck as well. Is like, with Balance Council, decks have got... This deck's got no buffs. If anything, it's been nerfed. And consistency is increased in Gwent, which I think is a good thing.
Let's get this over with.
Positioning's a bit off here. But what that means is it's much more common for this play, for example, to be able to be countered quite easily. And in fairness, getting format out nice and early is not a bad thing, but my positioning here is abysmal. The Queen was supposed to go in the back row. Okay. Well, we could steal that with the Gortha as well, right? Later, so we certainly go Gortha first.
Strike first and strike hard.
While we might want to steal that, we might want to save our access to Ethereum Merchant for the Melusine.
The sea demands a price, and you shall pay it. I like you whether you like it or not.
Not all battles need end in bloodshed.
Always get rid of the this. A problem that we also have with the deck is with the Ethereum Merchant, we tend to give them like reasonably okay cards, right? Like if I played Maddox stuff in this deck like I used to with the thingies, it felt a lot better because you were giving them pretty bad cards.
Truly electrifying.
So I gave them coated weapons here, which I think is a good choice.
Accept this offering that we might make the coast safely.
Now, it's tempting to hit this, but I think it's a mistake.
Monsters! No, a goat will suffice for now.
We could have held off on that potentially, but I think it's fine. Scalding coming? I mean, they would have done it already if they had it.
For you, my friend, a special offer.
I have to keep the Royal Decree for Melusine. And I want to win the round, because then I can open next round with stealing the Melusine, winning the game. Like, that's all there is to it, basically. So we might end up going Royal Decree instead for Geralt Pro. bin off the Melusine. Okay. Tricky, isn't it? If I had Geralt Pro, I could Geralt Pro the Melusine. Go on top.
A beautiful pair of legs, please.
Calls for your death. It's nothing personal.
Prohibit Roll Decree on top. I think the next card is what? Like a flipping... Oh my god, chat. Chat, chat, chat. Chat, 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 chat. We so did it. The problem is here, I might have to do 2 cards. We're at 56. They're at 64. I think we just have to do 2 cards to do it, right? Anglerfish go back in the deck. Yeah. Thanks. Let's do this first.
That was not in the spell books.
Thanks.
Naturally. At once.
Anglerfish do not go back in their deck, mate. You lied to me. It's fine, it's BM. It's Kolgrim points, guys. We're still gonna win. It started their turn, it's fine, don't worry. I also don't know how the cards work. Don't worry, mate, you're fine. It's my fault. I think we're fine. I actually think we're fine here, by the way, unironically. So what we could do is we could get rid of the Mentor, arguably, to try and just find the Aetheri. Bro, if I give him Geralt Pro, I'm going to actually cry real life tears, alright?
Spices, silks, jewels, please come.
Oh. And then we just slam the Kolgrim. And we had a game plan. We didn't execute it flawlessly, but also we got the Kolgrim Adrenaline, so maybe it is kind of flawless.
We dare not set sail without her blessing.
Let us see, shall we?
To clear my name and restore my freedom, I will serve.
Huh?
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
This is a game of Gwent. Alrighty then. So we need 2 bronzes in his hand and the Geralt Pro. I kind of want the battle stations to actually do something, but then I might miss my Geralt Pro. But I don't have any witches right now anyways. Damn, man, my battle station still did nothing. Now I still probably miss my Geralt Pro. Damn it.
In the end, the sea will swallow.
The Empire will be victorious.
Poggers. What an easy game, honestly.
Modern Freyr is patient, but she
Such
takes
an
no insult.
easy game, bruv.
Focus on its movements. Quiet the noise in your head.
Because I didn't have a witch on the board. Okay, we're officially below mill MMR, and we're at clog MMR. I actually thought, like, coming into today's stream, I thought it wasn't that bad, but it turns out it's much worse than I thought. We somehow just had a decent win rate with it earlier. That was fun though. Probably just gonna do a run of Balotra and then go to bed. I very much enjoyed that. So I started playing Balotra yesterday. It's very fun. If you've not seen it, it's pretty simple to get. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I mean, I was going to play a bit off stream, but why not just go live for a couple hours in it? So Balotra is a, think rogue mage, but poker and good. That is, I guess, the Gwent comparison. It's rogue mage, but good. So there's 4 different decks. Like, I only started yesterday, so this is the first one. You got like an extra discard each round, then we got an extra hand, and we got extra money. And this is the next one we're on to try and win with, which is a lot more difficult than the other 2. We get like a bit of extra gold for having like leftover hands. So the way this game works, SPECI throw mode's actually not showing up for me. My end. Maybe I don't have a plugin installed. So the way Balotra works is you basically have to beat the small blind, the big blind, and then the boss blind. And that's like an ante. And you do that 8 times and you win the run. It does go on infinitely, but I've not got past ante 12. It like ramps up to millions. This is like in contention for Game of the Year. It's like £10 on Steam. You can get it on mobile. I played yesterday. I love it. So you also have an option of skipping the first blind here. And we get 25 gold. That's a lot of gold. I think we need to take it with this run. Like, we have... When I played with this deck earlier, I had a real problem that I had no gold in the early game. Interestingly, we could skip the first 2 and I get a foil joker. If we just don't beat the club, then I just go for a new run. I kind of like that idea. Double skip. So if I win, I get a free joker and a ton of gold. So we've just skipped the first 2 blinds and we've gone straight to the boss. I need to score 600. I have no jokers. So now it's about poker hands, right? So all club cards are debuffed. So like an ace is worth 11. This is worth... So if I was just to play high ace, right, on its own. Like, let's say I would do this. Don't worry that they're debuffed. Let's say I was to play this hand. The only thing that gets counted is the ace in the hand. So I get 11 chips for the ace. And here, you can see a high card is worth 5. So this is chips, and this is called... what's it called again? This red number? I can't remember. But obviously I'm not going to do that because I have a pair of queens, for example. So a pair of queens gets me like... You can see a pair is like 10 by 2. What is this thing called? I can't remember what it's called. You got chips and something or other. Basically, the red is a multiplier. But like the jokers are usually what you need to do it. So we're going to need... We have 3 discards and we can play 4 hands to try and get 600 chips. So we also have 2 4s. So we could go for a 2 pair. What we also might want to do is just discard all of the queens and 4s and look for a full house. I don't hate the sound of just taking a 2 pair right off the rip. Because this is almost like a discard. This one doesn't get counted. So let's start with a 2 pair. So we've got 88 chips. It's going to be a real struggle. We probably need some straights and flushes. 2 pair probably wasn't a good thing to go for. We do have another 2 pair, having said that, so I'd probably just take it again without a discard, and then we start going for some discards. So I also have a pair of 5s, interestingly. I guess let's just take the 3. I imagine we're going to fail this roll immediately and we'll just go on to the next one, but it was kind of a funny idea. So if we sort by suit, we do have a flush, but they're all debuffed. Because of the thing. So I'd imagine we can't take the flush with the debuff card. If this was a different suit, if this was... all the chips would count towards it as well, but here we're just getting 35 times 4, which is 70. It's like 140. And then we're going to need a ton for the last one. So I think we have to discard all of these instead. We try and find a spade flush. Try and find a spade flush with another discard. Alright, so we hit the spade flush. Look, it's Yennefer. 5, 6. I must have a straight flush. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is the 8 of spades still in there? So interestingly, the 8 of spades is still in the deck. There's 25 cards left in the deck. If we were to hit the 8 of spades, you could argue that would be the hand of dreams. It's a straight flush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straight flush is getting us there. So maybe we have to gamba. How much is a flush worth? 35 times 4, which is 140. I don't think that's going to get us there, even with all the chips counted here. It's 140 plus 19, 26, 32. We have to go for a straight flush. So I should have also discarded the queen there, right? That was a misplay. I think the only way we get there is getting that 8. So I misplayed slightly. We're just going to play this as a high king. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we can also play the 10, right? We're looking for specifically the 8. This is basically just a discard. 8? No, unfortunately not. Okay, so we lost this run. But I think going like greedy... Chips count with the multi also? Wait. What do you mean? Oh. So I would win? Wait, okay, so I just threw? Okay, fine. Never mind. I tried playing that one weirdly. Alright, I'm trying to pay attention to how this works. Right, the chips count in the multi. Okay, so I actually had enough. Well, that's sad that I had enough. But it's also kind of funny that I learnt the valuable lesson this day. That's my first time losing a run that quickly, by the way. Alright, so we actually just fought the boss here. So here's the first shop we've seen. Level up the flush. Every played card counts in scoring. That's not a bad card. It's early on. I have to say the voucher is expensive, but it's a long-term investment. I think we're always taking the... That's not a bad card early on. I kind of want the voucher, but maybe we're just taking these two and getting the voucher next time. Let's take the buffoon pack. We get to pick one of 2 jokers. Earn 4 gold every round. We need the economy. This is just stats, but we need economy. This one's also economy, but this is stats. I think let's go for double economy in the early run and just try and get through it. So if I skip, I get +3 hand size, which I might honestly need, but also an extra shop seems like it might help. And I think probably, again, we need to kind of invest in our future here a bit. We're 1 king off of a straight, but the hearts are pretty close, so you would wager we just discard all these here, right? Digging for the flush. We don't find it, but we have a pair. We have a 3 of a kind. We have a full house, in fact. So we'll take the full house. And there's the flush. Yeah, I easily could have got to 600 last game, right? I just don't understand quite how the maths works in this game, but I'm getting there. I think I learned a valuable lesson with that. Wow, that's a big joker. We're always buying this. I'm just checking those. This joker gains malt per consecutive hand played without playing your most played poker hand. I think that's bad. This is insane though. So you see this is a polychrome. It has like its normal ability, but then the polychrome gives it 1.5 multiplier to everything, which is a really big deal. Basically, it multiplies our whole score by 50%. Plus the extra part of it. And here's where this golden joker is already coming in, because it's allowing us to buy this extra pack here. +1 hand size. Adds the sale value to other jokers to malt. I mean, it's actually not bad at this stage, because the sale value is quite high with this. I like the juggler a lot though. I think 1 extra card in hand is a pretty big deal. Stats are nice, but I think I like the juggler a lot. I think it's a really, really good card. Possibly my favorite. I like this one as well. Oh, this game's very good. I just have to get 600 with -1 hand size, but the juggler basically makes it normal. So we've got a 3, 4, 5, 6. We've also got a pair of 4s. We've also got Jack 10, 9. I think we discard a 4 here. Guess we should discard the 4 of clubs, because a flush is more likely with the spades. So we're looking for a 2 or a 7. It's quite good odds on a straight. Probably keep the diamonds because there's 2 of them, but we could also keep the... I guess we keep the spades because it's a slightly higher spade. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got it in 1 hand, baby. That's the first boss. We failed at the last hurdle previously because I didn't understand how the maths worked. And when I was trying to be greedy, I skipped because I would have 25 gold here. But you can see we've done pretty well here. To do, I've never seen that one before. Add $1 of sale value to every joker card and consumable card at the end of round. That's not very good. I mean, it's good if you have like the one that's like worth stuff. Do you play Gwent sometimes? Oh yeah. I think I played Gwent for like 10 hours today, mate. Earn $4 if poker hand is a 2 pair. I mean, the bank card's just free real estate, right? This does nothing, but I've been buying it every time, and I kind of want to continue that, even though it's kind of bad for my run. I kind of want to... I think it makes our future runs better. Because I think once you unlock this a few times, it turns into something. That's what chat said. The spectral cards are the particularly good ones, I think, right? So destroy one random card in your hand and add 2 enchanted aces, or add a red seal. I think it's always this. Grim. Okay, we lost the jack, sadly, but we get 2 aces. So, remember, we can go into debt here. So this joker could be an interesting purchase. If we get a 2 pair, for example, which is not hard to do, it pays for itself and then some. So it's kind of free profit. We go to -2 because of this credit card, but that's fine. We're utilizing it. After defeating the boss buying, gain 25. So this is the one I took last time. I think the 25 gold is probably worth it. I do quite like the sound of it. I think 25 gold is the kind of greed we need. Having said that, the gold is quite a lot. And we do have the credit card. Maybe money is not what we need that much right now because of the credit card. Like we can go into debt. I think there's a pretty strong argument for that. King, king, jack, jack. We've got 2 pair, which is what we want, right, for this one. No, never in Poland, Jan. Never moved. Brexit stopped that one. Got another 2 pair. So this is paying for itself quite quickly here. Our shops are also 1 bigger, right? Creates the last tarot or planet card used during this run. We don't have any of that. Add the number of times poker has been played this run to this mole. I don't think that's that good. Not super interested in any of this. It could just be a skip. Planet cards, tarot cards. I'm looking to move soon though, but probably not to Poland, I think. I do like Poland a lot. Huh. Yeah, I was planning on during Gwent times, but it never quite worked out. I'm still here, mate. 5 years later in the same room. I'm chilling, man. I'm pretty happy. I travel a lot. Like, since then, when I wanted to, like, back in the Gwent days, I think I'd barely been abroad. Maybe Poland was the first place I'd been, whereas I go abroad, like, every couple of weeks now. But last year, I went probably abroad, like, 15, 16, probably more, probably like 20 times. It's not bad. Can't complain, that's for sure. This is pretty good. I think we take this. I think we've been off the credit card. I think let's actually get some stats. We have like economy, hand size. So we have hand size, economy, economy. And then stats for now. I think that's okay. I don't know. Maybe stay in the UK, maybe Germany. They're probably the most 2 likely. Next base edition shop joker is free and becomes negative. So it's just a free joker. I think we'll take it, right? Do we take it? How much do I care about a random free joker? Just came back? It's true, I did. I think I don't care that much about a random joker that I don't... I know it's free, but like it comes at the cost of not playing this round and then we don't have a shop. 10-9. That's a weird old hand. We're 1 off a queen. Queen or 8 gets us there as a straight, so we could do that. Seven, 8, 9, 10, jack. Yeah, so we get rid of this because then 8 or queen fixes it, right? High card also just gives us 4 gold, so we could actually just play this hand for 4 gold. Let's play it. Just for the economy. Five, 6, 7. I mean, I don't hate the idea of just going for a high card again. Just for the economy's sake, right? But also, like, with this deck we're playing, it's the more... Every hand and discard is also money. 5, 6, 7. We're looking for the 8 or the queen. I think we just go high card again as a play. And then we go high card. And then the straight. Okay, high card was just enough on its own. Happy days. This one's done well so far, the to-do list. But it's awkward at this moment as a straight, so it would probably be a good time to get rid of it. Times 3 mult if poker hand contains diamond, club, heart, and spade. This one does have pretty big potential. I haven't ever bought it. Times 3 is a lot. We have a lot of gold. I don't like packs. No interested in that. I think leveling up 3 of a kind at this point with this much money is probably a good decision. I think we can get rid of the economy card. This one, right? I think this one's better economy. Just 4 every time. This has higher potential, but this is consistent. I mean, I kind of want to drop both of them at some point. I have a lot of economy. I don't love the look of this. Like, how often is that going to actually come through? I'm kind of skeptical. I think I just hold. I don't think I'm struggling for points. I think I have a pretty good set. So spades are debuffed. Straight gets me gold. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, that's not a bad start, is it? Do we take a spade? I guess we don't. That would have had a times 3 mult if I had it, worth noting. Wasn't that hard to achieve, but I don't think that's going to happen too often. Pair of 6s probably just get us there, right? So we kept the economy cards, which I do think continues to make sense for now. We're not struggling too much. Tarot cards appear twice more frequent in the shop. I'm not sure I want tarot cards in the shop. I want jokers at this moment in time, so I don't think I want that. Plus 80 chips if it contains 2 pair. Level up full house I will take. I'm not really sure I'm interested in any of this. I don't really like re-rolling. Re-rolling feels very inefficient. Create 2 common jokers. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Alright. Flush is what we're looking for the economy's sake. But also it's important to remember the amount of hands that we play is also... yeah, by not taking discards, we get extra chips. I think I've been kind of underestimating the plus 30 chips. To an extent. Basically, these 2 are good. I do like the juggler. The supernova is probably the most replaceable for some more stats. Like, the economy ones I do like. We don't really want to discard too much here. I'm not that close to a flush on anything. It's not like a clear discard. We do have 2 pairs, so I'll probably just take that. It leaves 2 hearts and 2 spades, so we just put the 2 in there. As basically the last card is essentially a discard. This doesn't get counted in the standings. So we're not that close to a flush still. Like you would think. I don't think the pair of kings gets us there. 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, straight would get us there, but we don't have the It's the flush that earns money, so a flush pays for itself if we could get there. I'm not that far off royal flush, poggies. We have more clubs in the deck though, so I think we just do this. I guess there's an argument to actually do this, because there's more spades in the deck. Okay, I can't. So just keep the ace. There's the flush. Bro, this Kolgrim's popping off. Dude, I went below mill and MMR and hit clog MMR. Absolute heartbreak. We've got some really good economy going. I don't think I want tarot cards in the shop. I want jokers, mate. Probably buying planet cards is wise. Flush, high card pair. Take the flush. Full house I'll also take. I think we're supposed to take some rerolls now. I don't want the planet. The flipping tarot cards in my shop. I guess we're gonna spin the wheel. Nope. Let's have one more reroll. And $8 if played hand triggers the boss blind ability. This odd toad is quite good in terms of stats. How many poker hands have we played? 4, 7, 9, 11, 13. So this is plus 13 malt, which is pretty good when we're multiplying the malts. But that's also pretty good. I have a feeling that odd toad might be slightly better. This card's pretty good. Yeah, hey Jeep. So it's basically, I only started playing yesterday. It's poker, but a roguelike poker game. So basically it's about getting the most points from good poker hands. But you have like joker cards which enhance you can have 5 joker cards. At the moment I'm in a shop, like I have resources. So it's like similar to a game like Slay the Spire. Super auto pets. It's called an auto battler in a way that this is not. No, it's not an auto battler. Sorry, it's a roguelike where you have a limited amount of money. It's kind of similar to an auto battler. It's like a single player auto battler, but it's not auto battler because you're actually doing the plays yourself. It's very, very simple once you play it. Basically, the idea is to get the most points from big poker hands, and there's like ways you can upgrade your deck. Like you upgrade. See how like some of these are level 2s? So my full house is level 3 right now. So if I get a full house, I get more points. But you can also upgrade your deck. Like you start off with a standard deck of cards. But now like you can see I have 14 clubs, for example. And I've got like some bonus cards in there which do extra things. But the joker cards are kind of the key. because they like change the way you build the deck. So the question is, do we take the odd toad? I don't really think we're struggling that hard. It's not a, like I kind of like it, but it's not scaling. I want scaling, mate. I need some stuff which scales because I think we're just going to start struggling soon. At the moment, I'm not struggling. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is if a poker hand has a pair. You have to think we just discard all the big guys here and we look for the straight, an ace or a 6. We hit the 6. So almost have a straight here. We need a king. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We hit a straight. So you see I have like 2 discards, 4 hands to try and beat the big blind. You got like small blind, big blind, boss blind, and you have to do that 8 times to complete a run. So at 2,100 chips. Poker hand has a pair. I think we could just go for... We don't need to go 2 pair. Like, let's go for the pair of 10s. And then the pair of aces. Because I want to do it in 2 hands with 2 pair. Nice. Actually could have got there with the 6s. And these wouldn't have been debuffed for the boss fight. But never mind. $12 gold. Got a lot of gold. I still don't think I want this. Yo, Silex. Alright, these both look good. We'll buy Venus. Upgrade our 3 of a kind. Upgrade Jupiter. It's going good. Still trying the green deck. Doing much. This is my best run with the green deck so far. I don't have like great. I'm not super happy with my jokers, but I have like good economy jokers. This one's good, but the rest will need replacing eventually. I do like the juggler as well. Alright, got 2 joker packs. Plus 15 mult when 0 cards remain. That's bad. Plus 8 mult if hand contains a pair. I'm not really into either of them. The supernova is good for now, but it won't be for that much longer. Alright, we hit a rare. Let's read that one last. Plus 1 mult I use per tarot card. That's bad. I've not been using them. Plus 2 chips for each card remaining in the deck. That's quite a lot of chips, I have to say. That's not a bad card, that. This joker gains malts for each card sold. Resets when the boss bind. Yeah. I don't like that it resets. I think it's bad. I think that's bad. This one seems quite good, though. Again, the question is, how much do I care at this moment in time about... I'm looking for jokers which scale. And this just doesn't. So, I like my economy, and I'm not really struggling, so I don't really care about stats. I want scaling. It's the same reason I'm not buying this. Like, tarot cards, okay, they improve my deck, but they're taking up slots for jokers. I need jokers right now. Each played ace gives malt. Plus 3 malt for each joker card. I mean, this is just better. And the others are scaling. That's good. Upgrade the straight. That's also good. Alright, we won't reroll for 7. That's very expensive. Cards played previously, this ante are debuffed. So I did mess up a bit by playing some aces at one point I wasn't supposed to. 4 of a kind. Yeah, that's not happening. So 4 hands. Increase the rank of 2 selected cards. Kind of interested in increasing the king. And also turning something into a steel card. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is a pretty clean start. Do I maybe turn this 3 diamonds into a steel card? Is it good to turn the ace into a steel card still? I know you kind of want to play the aces, but I think it's still better to like upgrade the aces, right? Kind of feels like an oxymoron, but you're happy to keep an ace in hand. So I think upgrading the aces does just make more sense. I do want to upgrade the king, but let's not do it yet. Hole in one, baby. That's a lot of gold. New voucher. Raise the cap on interest. We have no interest, so that's terrible. Right, the banana's good. That's bad. That's really good. Let's use the buffoon pack. It's quite a good shop, this. Let's see what we get. Okay, finally something like shiny. And 1 at the end of each round. Payout increases by 2 when boss bind is defeated. Nope. Each queen. Nope. Hearts. Now this one's interesting. Plus 50 chips. You have to think at some point I have to bin off the economy cards. I like the juggler. 2 pairs are pretty easy ones. It's kind of free money. You could argue the golden joker could go. I do like the golden joker. We're still not struggling for cards. Like, is this okay? This is improving us slightly, but is it really? I don't even think it's that good. Okay, it's foil. I mean, you could argue there's a good joker in the shop anyway, so we could just sell one of these. I mean, we don't need it, but money is money, right? We also don't really need stats at this point. I guess we do kind of soon. My thought process is I buy it just to... I just take it probably to sell it quite quickly. Golden Joker popped off so hard. Because I think we're buying the banana anyways. The question is, do I sell it or do I sell the to-do list? Do we start going for stats maybe? It is getting actually 20k is not that easy. So let's start going for stats. We've had our economy fun. We'll take a reroll. Played cards with club suit give +7 malt when scored. That's interesting. And that's just free money. Played cards with club suit give +7 more. I don't think that's good enough. Take 1 more reroll, maybe 2. Free money. I can see us buying a tarot card. I haven't really been buying these, but might be a good time to. 2 lucky cards. Destroy or just take money. I kind of like destroy is kind of good, but honestly, money. I need some better jokers, bro. I need some scaling. Pair, full house. I'm not gonna buy pair. That's dead. All right, I'm gonna stop that. Extra large blind, I think is fine. I don't think we need to skip that. I don't think I'm struggling too much. Alright, so we don't have to worry about the economy hands anymore. We can just play for max points. Which is like winning in as few hands as possible, really. I should have upgraded the kings, mate. Missed opportunity. Damn. Could have changed the kings into aces. $15 malt, no. Level up pair, no. I'll take a jumbo. Celestial pack, I guess. It's kind of expensive, honestly. I don't even know if it's worth it. Flush or 3 of a kind. I think 3 of a kind is more common in this game with the upgrade that we have on strength. Stroke against +1 more. Nope. Each face card. Nope. That's not bad. Times 3 malt on the final hand and round. That's a pretty big deal. I don't think it's worth it though. Alright. I would still like to upgrade this king. Guess I'll upgrade the queen as well. Feels a bit bad, but I had a better chance to do it last turn. Let's also turn this into a steel card, I think. It's fine. I think there's some suboptimal stuff sneaking in there, to be honest, but I don't think our jokers are good enough, man, to win this run. Like, it's the jokers I'm worried about. I just don't have scaling. First hand is a single 6. How many single 6s do I have in the deck? 4? I've taken this before right at the start of a run. I think this is too greedy to take right now. Spectral cards are OP though. And this thins the deck from bad cards, aka 6s. I'm not going to take it. None of my jokers are bad right now. Two bed's only level 2, that's not great. Tarot cards. I don't think so. Alright, extra large blind, let's have a go. Nine, 10, Jack, Queen. So we could look for the straight. It's either a king or an 8. I mean, you could argue we could also get rid of a 10 and a 9, right? And just look for the straight. Even though we've got a bunch of pairs here. We also have a bunch of straight opportunities. I think we go for the straight. To be fair, full house for me is much better than a straight. So maybe that's... With that in mind, we don't play that. Like, straight would probably be the best standard poker hand to go for, but... It's probably just this, right? Not for the full house. Fortunately, that doesn't help us. We could play this as a 2-pair. It's pretty bad, but... Right. I don't want this banana to break. Kind of the only reason I have it is so that it breaks, hopefully, and then... Right, that we definitely want. Happy days. 4 of a kind I don't think I'm interested in. The planet cards I think are worth it, especially if we can upgrade the full house. High card pair, flush. We're running out of gold. Free spectral pack seems good. These are poggers. Destroy 1 random card at your hand and 4 random enchanted number cards. Add a red seal. I think we go for the random destroy as a jack. $31 gold for a skip is not bad. I still think we just need some jokers though, but honestly... 31 gold. Don't mind if I do. So this is... It's more than a 2 or less than a 7. More than a 2, less than a 7. But if it was... So it's more than a 2, less than a 7. So it's less than the 7 of diamond... less than the 7 of hearts. Oh no, not necessarily, right? So it's most likely a spade. We don't actually know what it is, right? Oh, there's two things in here, and this one is... I mean, it looks like it's a club, right? This one's a club. This one is probably a diamond. 7, 8, 9, 10. Could also take the jack instead of the 6. Kind of down for a banana to break. Rip. Banana kind of has to go, I think. I still really just don't like our jokers. Plus 2 up for every 5 you have. That's not very good. 2 pair. Doubles max money. Yep. Tarot card, tarot card. Two power upgrades reasonable. Straight flush, no chance. Create a tarot card if poker hand contains an ace and a straight. Nope. Okay, been looking for something like this. It's 1 times 5 malt, so we have to take it. That's good as well. Do we get rid of the banana? There's 1 times 5 malt, bruv. He's about Gwent 2. No news, mate. No. It might be time to get rid of Juggler. I do like Juggler, though. It's just not adding to the score. I think it's about time the Juggler goes. Sadly. 1 free reroll per shot. What's interesting is we could sack off the banana, buy this, and it pays for itself. Pog. The juggler upgraded. Yes. Wow. I'm a happy man. Have you been playing Alestra's Clash? Is it out yet? No, Pavel's working on it. I don't want 2 random jokers. Could play the hand as a pair of 7s. Sure. So I could discard, but instead of just discarding, we just get the pair. We should put the 2 in there, right? Because we've got ace, queen, 10. Just need the jack for a straight. GG. Oh, wasn't much gold, was it? How long does it stay here for, bruv? That's been there forever. Is it just never going to disappear? Is that how it works? Joker gains malt per scoring enhanced card played. Those cards enhancement. Yeah, that's not very good. That's not terrible. It's kind of too late in the day for the Vagabond. It is like a carryover play. Each anti has a new value. I feel like this one's been here for flipping ever. I feel like this has been here forever. Because I thought the same, that each new anti had a new one. Thanks, Drug. But, and this has been it for more than one anti, I'm fairly sure. ×2 malt loses. I mean, that's a good short-term investment. How good is the supernova, really? 10, 15, 26, plus 26 malt. I'm not sure we need the juice either though, right? I'd probably just rather save my money. Probably get there in 1. So what we might want to do is upgrade like a 4 to that. $48k in 1 go, not bad. I don't think it's going to win anti-8 though. I think we're going to struggle. Just didn't find any kind of serious ramp. Not ramp, carryover. The ball's not bad. I don't think it's good enough though. The eye. They repeat hand types. It's interesting. So we've already got a bunch of aces. Could just have a simple 3 of a kind. 7, 8. Three of a kind seems like a reasonable opener, and then we just dump some. To be fair, getting rid of the steel card this early on doesn't sound great. We could go 3 of a kind and give steel card to something else. Could also do like the Hanged Man. Destroy these 2. So maybe give this the steel. Maybe the Queen. I don't mind just giving one of the aces a steel, I think. Like long term, I think it's still. I think it makes sense. It seems like a bit of an oxymoron, but I think it's fine. 4 aces. We have a flush. Is that hand in 1? Might just be. It's like, yeah, you want to play the aces, but it's also like, okay, you might want to play the aces, but also like. Kind of doesn't matter. Could just play Jack high. Gets multiplied a bunch. We're being pretty damn greedy here, aren't we? Pair of 6s. I'll do it. Steel cards OP. Do you even need to play the aces? Foil holographic and point. Yep. Buy that. Holographic. +4 malt for each card. Yeah, okay, that's not gonna work. Hit the buffoon pack. Nope. Nope. I don't think. Joker gains +1. Oh, that's rubbish, mate. Alright, we're almost out of cash. So skipping this gets us 40. 70k feels quite tricky. I think we need to play, mate. Pair of 9s, ace jack 10. We're pretty close to the old doodah, aren't we? So let's do that. Oh, we have it. It's possible that I've been re-rolling too often. And perhaps I should have been buying more like upgrade cards. Like the steel cards, for example, are so good. And it's possible I haven't been valuing the tarot cards enough. No, we don't want that. We're getting a bit desperate, I think, but that's fine. Wait, was it not used two? God for that. So flushes and full house are our big scoring. I'll take 40 for this one. Oh, it doubled? Oh no, I misread it. Oh no, chat. I misread it. Select 2 cards and convert 1 to the left. That's really good here. So we're going to convert something into a steel ace. The question is what? Maybe the 2? We could also just convert something into a spade and we have a flush, but that seems a bit cringe. I have a full house if I just convert this into an ace. I already had a full house. Still worth it. Right, that's a lot of points needed. A little bit nervy about that. 4, 6, 7, 8. Don't think there's any flushes on the cards here. To me, it seems like we're just getting rid of everything that's not a pair. We needed something good there and we got it. I think it probably just gets us there with the 2-hand spare. Yeah, nice. 10 times. What kind of club could cash out? I don't care about that. Wait, I thought I just used it. I tried to use it now. I didn't want to store it. Bruh. I feel like I did a bit too much rerolling and not enough tarot carding. Forces one card to always be selected. That's dead. Reroll that, mate. Crimson Heart. One random joker disabled every hand. That's much better. Hey, Charlie, I did. 2 fights away from completing it, mate. What do we transform? We might want to hold this for the boss fight, right? Like, this is pretty good to hold on to. Must be having fun or something? You can say that again. We have 5 of a kind. But it's all my steel cards. We could go high ace. Five of a kind again, bruv. 7, 8, 9. I'm a bit worried about this. All my steel cards are in hand. Oh, we could go king high. Living dangerously, I think, yeah. Have you ever seen a man with so many steel aces? Not thrilled about that. Yeah, I think I threw. I think I lost this game. I think I misplayed. We needed to keep the aces in hand. Damn. It's Jova. 2, 3, 4. What's my best chance? I need a full house, right? Full house is way better than 4 of a kind for me. That's the problem. Full house was like, I actually ended up with too many aces, right? Oh, pain. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to call it there. I appreciate you. It's been fun. I'll be back later tomorrow. It was a solid effort. I'm glad the challenge is ramping up. To be fair, we were looking like